Welcome to the podcast SoulTalks with Misha, podcast about spirituality blended into the modern life. And for today, I'm your host, Misha Shramova. I'm an energy coach helping you to become effortlessly successful. And in today's episode, in today's podcast, I have a very special guest. And it's so special because we are streaming directly from the Natural High Healing Festival, the biggest wellness conscious festival in the Nordics. And I'm here with Nicholas. Nicholas, welcome.
Hi everyone.
How are you? How are you enjoying the festival? I see you're all shiny and like full of
Thank you.
energy. How are you?
I'm really good. Look, arriving here, it's been very complicated because we were flying from Italy. We had a wedding there. Then Ryanair was not the perfect flight to land to Poland. And then we arrived to Finland. It's my first time in Finland.
Same for me. Yes.
I never traveled in the Nordics. Sweden, Denmark, Finland, never been there. And I had never thought of coming here. It was not in my top 10 list of cities. But I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I see people are very receptive in general to my work, and the setting is beautiful because a lot of festivals, maybe they have the drinks allowed, which can kind of distort the vibe, whereas here it's just completely natural high healing festival. you know so it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful, and thank you for inviting me.
Yes,
Misha.
it's with pleasure. Nicholas, what is your workshops about? What is your work about? Like, why are we here? What I learned from you is that you combine the primal dance with breath work, with tantric teachings. But I also know that you have some background in the corporate SAP world, like me,
Yes,
ex-colleagues.
Were you working at SAP?
I was working for Deloitte and I was
At Deloitte.
consulting on SAP, so
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. That's been my background.
Mhm.
I come from the bare, stiff, rigid type
I can
of
feel it. Same in me.
corporate tech world for 10 years.
Mhm.
I was a sales director for different tech companies, which was, in a way, a beautiful life. It was not what I was born for.
Mhm.
It was not the expression of my most authentic self, but it was giving me a lot of freedom because while I was with my jacket, with my tie, with my shirt, at some point every month I was just flying to Colombia, to Argentina, to Mexico, to Dubai to give retreats. So I had that
Wow. So you
freedom.
did both at the
I
same
was
time.
doing both at the
Wow.
same time. Because, in a way, the corporate world was fulfilling my wallet, my financial independence, and my business acumen side of things. The other one was fulfilling my heart.
Mhm.
So I always wanted to balance the both till at some point, of course, my heart told me, Nico, we're good to go. Drop everything that does not belong to who you truly are, and then just start what you're meant to be starting. But only because and thanks to the 10 years as a sales director, because I've built some financial stability that, Misha, when you start your passion, when you start what you love, you better be ready for the first few years of very little money, a lot of patience, clients that might not understand what you're talking about because maybe you're just too spiritual and you need to ground your language a little bit. So there is a lot of work to do on yourself.
I feel you. I went through the
Right?
same, yes.
So, and the corporate world, Misha, gave me a good blueprint of where we are as a society. Because a lot of these big companies are a reflection of the society, of how we live.
True.
Very mental, very rushed, very objective oriented, very future oriented, very dopamine oriented, very addictive type of environment. Plus, being in sales means that they're always feeding you with more and more money, a bit more promotion, a bit more money, a bit more tal. And you're from here to your feet, you're completely disconnected. Your energy is concentrated only up here. So you stop feeling yourself, you stop feeling your emotions, you stop feeling your partner, you stop living. And that's when I realized, okay, these people, myself included, we need a lot of help.
Mm-hmm.
And I was running retreats outside of the corporate world and starting to run initially mainly verbal conferences
Mm-hmm.
within SAP, Salesforce, the company that I
Mm-hmm.
was working for these companies to open their eyes that there is a new way maybe to lead
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't take away the business success and the business profitability, but without abandoning the human beings,
Mm-hmm.
their bodies, the way they breathe, the way they live, the way they feel. We can combine both. We can merge business success with human evolution,
Mm-hmm.
with human well-being. Yeah, it's not one
It's
of
not
the.
one or the other,
It's not
right?
one of the
Yes.
other. And as soon as, at least in my times, I don't know, 5, 10 years ago, but I see still the same. As soon as you step into the corporate world, is I'll be successful only if I abandon my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health, and even my interpersonal
Mm-hmm.
relationships. So to be successful, I need to abandon a lot of my inner dimensions or human dimensions. What if I told you that the base of your success is looking after those dimensions, and the success is a consequence
Mm-hmm.
of how much you can take care of your emotional, sexual, spiritual, if you want, physical, and mental dimension? The school is called the Human Expansion School. And I like to say that we work in what I call inner education,
Mm-hmm.
which is all the education that we have never really learned in school. Because in school, we've never learned how to feel. We've never learned how to breathe. We've never learned how to express what we need. We have never learned to express our boundary. We've
So
never learned
true.
how to build mental peace or how to meditate. So all these inner technologies, we have no idea. So the school wants to look at inner education and all the dimensions of our inner education: mental, physical, spiritual, sexual, emotional. And it does it by branching itself out in different segments. One segment is the Artist of Love,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I'm bringing right now, which is a school for conscious relationships and conscious intimacy. The other branch is Do Less, Be More,
Mm-hmm.
which is the branch towards targeting companies, founders, executives in the programs of conscious leaderships. How can we merge human evolution, human well being with sustainable business success? And honestly, the root, it's all the same. It just changes the tools that I use, the language that I use, but the core is the same.
The same.
The core is do not abandon yourself just to be successful. Actually, if you really want to be successful, come back to yourself first.
Uh-huh.
That's the base
Mm.
for me, at
Mm.
least.
Yes, I feel you so much because I've been there. I was very successful,
Mm,
but I completely was disconnected from myself, and actually, it ended up in burnout.
yeah,
And then, of course, the healing through it, and then the same what you said, like starting your own passion project.
mhm,
Because when I healed, kind of, let's say sometime after the burnout, I thought, okay, this is it. Now I'm
mm,
good. But then you step into your passion project and building something on your own,
mm,
something what you really truly believe in. And yeah, it's another self-development process, right? It's like not, it's never straightforward, and it's so important that you're bringing this knowledge to all of us. And so you work with couples and corporates. Have you ever thought about bringing the school also to the schools, actually, to like kids and teens? And are we do it? Yes.
That's my ultimate goal
Okay.
with the school,
Beautiful.
to open physical schools
Wow.
so that the kids from the beginning, and I don't want to exclude or remove the current education, which is mainly externally related,
Mhm.
But let's balance it with inner education. So from 9 to 10 a.m., you do geography. From 10 to 11, you learn how to breathe. From 11 to 12, you learn how to feel. And then you do mathematics and you combine. You combine the two things. Otherwise, of course, we will always be, we will always have new generations that will always look for things or for happiness or for purpose or for fulfillment in things related to outside because that's what they've learned. And Misha, this is what we do. It's not just for us. We are leaving a legacy to all the people, all the students that come to my trainings and my courses. I'm like, guys, take responsibility because the work that you're doing on yourself is impacting millions of people that came before and all the millions of people that will come after because you are building a new education, a new way to relate, a new way to connect, a new way to touch, a new way to express what you want, your needs, your desires, a new way to make love. You know?
Yes, it's
and
so
and then
beautiful. And it's such a ripple effect, right?
it's a
Because
ripple
it always
effect.
starts with us. Like we always have to start with us. And we can never go and teach others if we didn't really teach ourselves. But then it's just like a beautiful
Yeah.
ripple.
One of my most amazing teachers was saying, Nico, I've always been teaching what I needed to learn the most myself.
Yes.
And that's
It's always
true.
like that.
You
It's
know,
always like that. Yeah.
when I run a workshop, I'm constantly learning, observing everyone, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, this is in me as well. Okay, let's work through it.
True.
You know?
Same for me.
Or because now I'm in with this my beautiful partner since 1 year, but it feels like 10 years. Before,
Congratulations. It's
thank you,
amazing.
thank you. Before, and she travels with me, she supports me with all her heart. She's just there holding her heart, my heart, and everyone's heart. Every time, a few days before or weeks before I go into a workshop or a retreat of specific relational themes, it's as if it's testing us.
It's an opening.
So let's say, okay, you want to bring one of the pillars of our Artists of Love School is truth, honesty. Okay, Nico, you wanna speak about that? Show me how honest you want to be about this vulnerable part of you, this fear, this sadness that you have, and then see if you're ready to embody and preach that to the public.
I love
So
that.
we're constantly tested,
Uh-huh.
which honestly, it's the life that I choose, and I love it.
I mean, you can choose to ignore that, right? But that would be the old life, kind
Yeah.
of.
No,
Yes.
no, no. I want to go
Yes.
all in.
It's and is it like that the topic always opens itself, like naturally, or is it that you or your partner actually kind of open it intentionally? Like if you talk about the truth at the workshop, then you are like 3 weeks before, like, okay, let's talk about the truth, or is it naturally evolving? Because, for example, for me, it's always so divinely like happening and healing whatever I need to heal with, and then only then I realize, okay, there we go.
This was for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, now we have our check-in, our practices, so it's really structured the way we are in our relationship because we live together in a same very little apartment. So you could easily end up more in a functional relationship where you're just doing daily duties but without really being present and connecting with each other because you might just spend 80% of your daytime I'm cooking, I'm getting out the trash, I'm working, but in those moments are empty. There's no real relational in those
managerial tasks,
managerial,
right?
operational things. So we have in the calendar Thursday morning, Saturday afternoon, and either we do practices or we are just present. No phone, no laptops. Plus,
I'm stealing this from you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
It's so beautiful, and I
yes,
think
yeah.
everyone else should do as well.
And I'm a business mindset, so if it's not in my calendar, it doesn't exist. So we have our truth check-in weekly. where we pause every week, the other one listen the way the speaker wants to be listened. Share whatever is true, whatever has been alive in you. Maybe say, hey, my love, the past few days, I felt a bit disconnected with you. I would have needed a bit more presence. I would have needed a bit more of a warmer touch. Or the past few weeks, wow, I loved when you did this. Or I really appreciated when we were there, you held my hand. You know, because in the daily routine, you miss appreciations massively. And you start building up little truths or little needs that you don't express in the moment, then they build up, they build up, they build up, they become resentment, anger that you then project into your partner, and then at some point you wake up in the morning, she says good morning, and you want to slap her, you know, because you have been accumulating the unsaid that doesn't disappear, it stays in the form of contraction in the body. So the truth check-ins are fundamental to clear whatever has been alive. Clear.
And do you do the check-ins with your partner, and do you do also your own check-ins?
Yeah.
Also having
that's
it in the
beautiful.
calendar?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
My check-ins, I do my rituals every morning. That's non-negotiable. Sleep, my morning meditation, rituals, breath work, and gym, non-negotiable. It could even drop a bomb somewhere, non-negotiable. Otherwise, let's say I'm not in my superpowers. Those are the three elements that I know if I have constantly with me on a daily basis, I am centered, rooted, grounded, powerful, empowered, whatever you want to say. Yeah, but non-negotiable. Otherwise, life is going to carry you away whatever it wants.
Yeah, it's so true. It's kind of like a self-love discipline, right? Discipline. Yeah. Like without that, I'm the same. I am not that much structured. I'm a little bit more in the flow.
Yeah.
But I definitely, they are like non-negotiables in my calendar, and I like to actually more like keep like 3 times per week a slot, like free slot when there is nothing in my calendar, but it's my time, and then whatever it feels like right to, if it's journal, if it's maybe, you know, some energetic work or whatever it is, but it's my time.
Yeah.
And without that, it's because I'm the same. My calendar is full, business plans, friend meetings, or whatever is going on, right? And then it never really. I really believe that we have to intentionally pause and intentionally like do the check-ins, and otherwise we get so lost in this world.
And to your question before, if I work with individual and couples both, if I told you the deepest truth of my heart, where I feel the most ecstatic is when I work with couples. Because I know I can bring a level of depth that maybe with people that don't know each other and they do some partner or paired work, I cannot really go as deep. And you know, I feel each one of us as a specific frequency, vibration, energy, whatever, that is susceptible to receive specific information from the field. And my system is very sensitive to constantly receive information related to new practices. So I could just be in the shower.
I think we were just besties in the past lives. I'm the same.
I'm in the shower, I'm like, and I visualize and I see the practice. I start getting excited. That's a sign that it's a yes. Oh my God, I need to write it down. And then, of course, it's a new practice. So first, I want to test it on my partner. So we have that slots also available to practice with each other. And then I propose it to the group. But and couples, it's if I could choose, if you ask me, Nico, you can only work with one single specific market from tomorrow on, I push the button of couples.
Beautiful. And is it more, which button do you push? Is it more for the, let's say, newly formed couples, or more like the couples who go through a journey and then they just hit the rock bottom and they're like, okay, we need to solve our problem. I think some couples are very conscious and they can start to work on their relationship kind of from the day one, and then they naturally go and ask for help because that's in their roots. Like that's how I work, for example, in my partnerships. But then there's other people, right, who maybe just yeah, they're just in the relationship, they don't really think about it, they just like live, they cook, they
Yeah.
they bring out the trash, etc., and they forget about this part, and then they might hit the rock bottom. So which one do you press the button for?
Hey, I haven't asked myself this question. I think I
Sorry,
know. I
it's
think I
time.
know. I think I know.
Mm.
It's the couple who have done already some individual work,
Mm-hmm.
potentially some couple work, whether they go through challenges or not, but every couple goes through challenges at every moment. But maybe I would dedicate myself who have done some work already so they know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So that I can go deep and deep and deep.
Mm.
Yes, yes.
Beautiful.
So work coupled with some, even some basics
Mm-hmm.
of conscious communication, emotional vulnerability, basics of conscious sexuality, basics.
Yeah.
They've done
There
maybe some.
doesn't even have to be an issue, right? It's
Yeah.
just like to nourish the relationship
No,
and just like
exactly,
make it even
exactly.
more beautiful.
Yes, let's deepen this
Ah,
love. Yes,
nice.
yes.
So how can people find
They can find. Maybe you just look up the artist of love
you? Yes.
and you will find the website.
We'll also put it to all the descriptions wherever you're listening.
Because my name and surname is Nicholas, Nich, Policarpio, which is a Greek surname, but I'm not even Greek. So, yeah, you will find me somehow. Thank you,
Thank you
Misha.
so much, Nico. Thank you, everyone who is here with us. And yeah, if you want to deepen your love with yourself, with your partner, just you know where to reach out. If you want to increase your abundance, then reach out to me. And we're looking forward to see you again.
Ciao.
Bye.